Welcome back, guys. We are going to be talking. Actually, I should have been talking about this movie from the very beginning because honestly, I know this movie has a lot of mixed reviews. So if you guys have seen this film, amazing. If you guys haven't, stick around. Let me know what you guys thought about it down in the comments. This movie's been out for a few years. We're going to be talking about Krampus, the actual movie. So if you guys are not familiar with this is actually based on a old European legend. So if you guys are not very familiar with it, they do go loosely based on this film, where if you do not believe in Santa or you do not believe in the hope of mankind, then and you make a wish that is like a mad slash almost selfish kind of wish, then Krampus will appear with his minions slash helpers and basically commit your wish. Because what occurs is you have this young boy named Max. He is having a very hard Christmas. His parents are always working. They're pretty much on the verge of almost divorce, but they're not, basically because his dad's always working, his mom's always working, and his sister has grown up, kind of has her own life. She has a stoner boyfriend. She's more concerned about her life, and around Christmas it just gets very, very chaotic, and everyone's making fun of him because he still believes in Santa. And his grandma's really the only one that really, I would say, actually pays attention to him and actually listens to him. And then we see where his aunt and uncle and his cousins come in, and he has like 4 cousins, like 2 are twins. He's got a very dumb cousin, doesn't even talk throughout this film. He has these 2 cousins of his that are the twins, where they're girls, but they act more like tomboys, which again is fine, but they really bully him throughout the entirety of the film to a certain degree. And even they got this baby in there, and so they bring everybody in here, and they're having Christmas Eve-ish slash dinner in a way. And the mom is very, I would say, preppy slash to where she wants everything very nice, very well mannered, and it just gets chaotic when his cousin steals his letter and reveals everything in front of everybody at the table. And that's what gets me, is that as these kids' parents, they're not going to do anything to discipline them. And then when the kid finally fights back, he gets in trouble by his parents. And I'm thinking, you're really not going to do anything to not only take up for your son, but you're not going to go off on your nieces, or you're not even going to go off on your brother-in-law and your sister. That makes no sense to me. So finally he goes to his room, and his dad tries to talk to him, and basically the whole thing with the holidays of, you deal with people that you don't like because you're blood, and you get over it, and you won't have to deal with them for another year or so. And him being so angry, he rips up his letter and just throws it to the wind. And we just got this massive storm comes in. And then his sister tries to go see her boyfriend, however many blocks away. And we later find out in the movie that her boyfriend's house was beyond destroyed. And then she gets taken by Krampus and his minions. And throughout the entirety of this film, the storm just gets worse and worse and worse and worse, to where you don't know exactly what's in this harsh winter like snowstorm. And then finally what does happen is they start seeing, hearing different things, getting weird gifts, and they're like, okay, what exactly is going on? And it's really crazy, because I feel like if you mix Gremlins meets, I would say, Supernatural to a certain degree, and then something else, and then you kind of get like a weird film, because they start preparing of an attack, and Grandma already knows what this is, because we later find out that Max's grandmother unfortunately went through this during the plague, during when she was a little girl, because it was so bad in her village in Germany that she wished for her family to go away. And then later on that night, Krampus and his minions took them, and she regrets it ever since. And she still has this little bell that she got from him that she keeps with her to remind her to always keep the spirit and keep the faith, because she knows if she doesn't, he may come back. So she knows someone summoned him, just don't know who. And then when she finally figures out it was her grandson by accident, she's trying to make things right. So we kind of get this battle going on where they slowly start taking everybody. And then what's crazy is you have where Krampus has not only these these gingerbread minion cookies, he's got a Jack out of the Box minion, he's got a toy bear, killer toy bear minion, and also an angel minion that pretty much just takes from all the kids. So his sister has already been taken, his cousins have already been taken, then you also have some of the other relatives have been taken. So it's kind of crazy of the way that they did this, because it's got some comedy, it's got a lot of dark horror in here, and it does work very well, and I am a fan of this movie. It just was really shocking of how easily everybody was killed off or taken, so to speak. So it kind of felt just kind of fast paced in my opinion, to where if they wanted to do a sequel, and I've been saying this for a long time, which I may do another video on this, is we really need to do something with a sequel to this, because just by the way that they did this was very well done, and I loved the style that they gave of the characters. Just the art style was very intriguing to me, the way they designed Krampus, because we see where Krampus does come, and he comes in contact with the grandmother after all these years, and he remembered her, and she's wanting to face him to buy her family time. And pretty much no one survives in this film, because we see where Max is literally the only one left standing out in the middle of nowhere, and he tries to stop them from taking his family, saying, "I take back my wish." And then we have some craziness come back where he wakes up and he goes downstairs and everyone is alive, happy. It's Christmas morning, and then he starts realizing, wait a minute, something don't feel right here. And at the very end of the film, we see that all his family, they're together, but they're in a snow globe, and there's thousands of snow globes within Krampus's, I would say, workshop. So that's what he does. I'm assuming that he takes everyone and he gets the wish of like the happiest memory, and he puts them together in there forever. And that's what they want. So I'm assuming if they try to take back that wish, that's what's going to be their punishment is. So it's kind of weird how Krampus does that, but the way, like I said, between the art and the way they created these characters was very interesting. You can tell some of it was kind of cheesy, I will admit that, but it is one of those movies I will go back on to kind of watch and be able to like, okay, you know, there are some horror movies around Christmas, which again, everybody should know that. So I would definitely say, if you guys want kind of something kind of dark and Christmassy around that time of this time of the year, then definitely check out Krampus if you haven't. It is a 2018 movie, so the CGI may not be the best thing in the world, but it's still a decent movie in my opinion. But either way, what do you guys think about it down in the comments? Let me know. And have you guys seen Krampus, or you guys have not seen Krampus? Either way, let me know what your thoughts are about it down in the comments, and I'll see you as always on the next one.